My name is Nicole Perkins. So let's talk animation. The 2D kind. So here we go. The classics we know and love. Well, at least for us 90s kids. Totally joking. But really, how did we get to the point where we could adventure under the sea with Ariel, or distract hyenas with Timon and Pumbaa? Well, let's start from the beginning. The zoetrope. Made ages ago in 1833, it was often called Daedalium, which often got mistranslated as Wheel of the Devil. The, however, non-satanic device was simply a cylinder with pictures on the inside, and well, if you spun it at the right speed, it would give the illusion of a moving picture. Not long after that came the Fanaticoscope in 1841. But for the user to see it work, you needed a mirror. The zoetrope finally got popular some 30-ish years later. In the 1860s, an inventor called William F. Lincoln decided to invent a spin-off called the zoetrope, meaning the wheel of life. So from zoetrope to zoetrope. Crazy original, right? So no more 666. No sooner than it began, it was gone. In 1877, Emily Raynaud came along with the praxinoscope. With a better design and the ability for more than one person to view the animation at any given time, you could say that the zoetrope was out of the picture. Taking a small jump to the 1890s, we come to the cinematograph. Cinematograph. Start to sound familiar? It looks a little something like this. With a hand crank that made it smaller and lighter, was a step up from previous inventions and was designed to project onto a screen so that groups of people can watch it at the same time. The first full 2D animation came out in 1908 by the same Emily Raynaud. It consisted of over 700 hand-drawn images for just a 2-minute long film. It was called Phantasmagory. Skip to 1928 and we have Steamboat Willie, the first time Mickey Mouse was ever shown on screen. It was also the first 2D animation to have fully synchronized sound effects. In 1957, the Hanna-Barbera Studios were founded by a William Hanna and a Joseph Barbera. It's responsible for creating many of the famous animations like Tom and Jerry in 1940, Yogi Bear in 1958, the Smurfs also in 1958. They are also responsible for the Flintstones in 1959 and Scooby-Doo in 1969. However, Hanna-Barbera Studios became a subsidiary of Warner Bros. In 1996. A step up in animation technology came in 1990 called Trad-Digital Animation. Basically, this way of animation made the entire process efficient and reduced the workload of the artist. Toon Boom Animation came in 1994. They were a Canadian company, and what they did was they created storyboarding and animation software. So Toon Boom software is used by several well-known companies like Warner Bros. And Disney. Since then, we've had amazing animations even pulling into 3D animation, but 2D will always remain a personal favorite.